Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No bullying.
Wow. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there. It's good. You unlocked it.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win! Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if! Do you like to hunt for 4-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
I wish D would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
Hey. Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch. Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter, just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the Secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean?
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the Secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hello, I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster. It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Lane can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Maybe swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck, nephew.
Oh, ballsy play, Andrew. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like it. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Hey, Wally.
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the Secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes. It can be, but dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication, as shown by your actions at Santo Domingo. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book, and I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. Keep your hands off my mop.
Hey, Wally, I found this sliver of wood. Can you use this to make the map to the mop tree?
Looks legit. I'll see what I can do. Here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. Look at the mop handle I carved. I only needed one tree to make it.
You found the tree! Oh, good thing you only took one branch. It's the last mop tree on the island. Very, very rare. Brilliant innovation.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Welcome back.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea. Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Hi there. Welcome to the Malay Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Malay Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow, are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary Secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. That's folded perfectly. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing, a particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, I'll see what I can do. There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail. Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay, I made it myself.
If you say so. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Does that mean...
You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
No!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is...
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Where's my bunk?
You might be all right inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to, you know...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
New recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
Murray? Indeed, I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic skull. But you have me at a disadvantage with it, zombie man. Have we met before?
Oops.
Oops is right. You shouldn't go opening crates without knocking first. A curse of painful boils on your left foot for exposing me. I'm here undercover, gathering valuable information for the exquisitely devious Captain Madison.
Madison? Very interesting.
Ooh, I probably should not have said that. Do me a favor and keep it to yourself, withered zombie man.
No problem. How come you're working for Captain Madison? I thought you were your own man. Skull.
I owe her a favor. It's none of your business.
Why do you owe Captain Madison a favor?
Well, ironically, I was sealed up in a crate, and she freed me.
Oh, you mean like I just did?
It's not the same thing.
What exactly is Madison up to?
I would be a poor spy indeed if I told you that. You diminish us both by asking. Knock it off.
I'll just put a little dab on there. I've got a good feeling about this, but I won't fit through with the mop. It's working.
Blah, blah, blah. Feast your eyes on this, me hearties. The one and only map showing the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah.
The map will be kept in my cabin. No one is to touch it or disturb it in any way. Now, before we can follow the map, obviously we must make our way to Monkey Island itself. Let's have the potion report.
Wait, there's a potion?
You don't remember that from my other story? To get to Monkey Island, you have to brew a special potion.
But you and LeChuck had both been there before. Why couldn't you just sail there?
It doesn't work like that. You have to make the potion every time.
How does the potion work?
I don't know. Nobody does. It's magic. It just helps you find Monkey Island.
What's in it?
Oh, let's see. It's got squid ink and monkey blood and a pressed skull. I definitely remember that. Also cinnamon, mint, and brimstone and some coloring and preservatives. Oh, and a live chicken. But listen, you shouldn't worry about this yet. Wait till you're 12 or so.
Okay, I think I got it.
The potion is nearly finished, Captain. All that's left is one flattened skull, and we'll be ready to cook it.
Excellent. You there, in the back. New guy.
Me?
You look familiar somehow.
I get that a lot. I have a common sort of face.
I suppose everyone looks the same with the skin peeled off. Well, no matter. Go and get us a skull. A flat one. Any questions?
Okay, I'm on it. One skull. Flat.
Be quick about it then. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Murray, why don't you come with me? I can show you around the ship.
No.
I really think you should come with me.
No.
I can get you close to LeChuck.
I would very much like to be able to spy on LeChuck himself. Very well. You may transport me.
Let me apologize in advance. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
I see no team. Only you, withered zombie man. Let me assure you that whatever you're planning, it will be nothing compared to the torments that I will... I would admire your methods if they had been used on someone else.
Thanks, I guess.
Hey, what are you...
Next stop, Monkey Island.
Swabby! Good. Why are you out of the old? You're not ready for the deck. Where's your mop? And also...
I can explain, sir.
I guess you'll be first swab now, whatever your name is.
A promotion. I won't let you down.
This'll be ruined now it's spilled. Start making the potion again. I'll be in me cabin, gritting me collection of other people's teeth.
Redo the potion? Is that even possible?
No! We barely scraped together the ingredients the first time. We're out of almost everything.
Let's tip the cauldron back and pretend we're working on it. Maybe he'll forget about it eventually.
You don't know LeChuck like I do. But it'll buy us some time.
Is this one of those times where you substitute different stuff for all the ingredients and it works anyway?
No, they were right. We couldn't make the potion again.
But you told me that you can't get to Monkey Island unless you make the potion.
Well, I did. But as it turns out, there is a way. We storytellers call what's happening now a twist. There was an important piece of the puzzle that I hadn't seen yet. I started by looking around the ship for opportunities. Hey, Flambe! Ship ahoy! It's Captain Madison. Ready the cannons!
Don't worry about it. LeChuck already knows they're out there.
Wait, never mind. Something's going on. They've got a cauldron on deck. That looks like a cinnamon stick. Mint, squid ink. Hey, wait a minute. I know that recipe. They didn't come to sink us. Those weasels are going to Monkey Island.
Okay.
They undercut my Threepwood's expedition so they could claim the prize for themselves.
You don't want to say that name out loud on this ship. Trust me.
Why aren't they happier? A well-placed stab in the back is cause for celebration. Aha! They're missing a skull. We don't need a potion because they have one.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Make ready to sail.
Do I look like a quartermaster to you? You sure don't look like one to me.
I'll go talk to Iron Rose. This is gonna be great.
If you say so, Swabby.
I have an amazing idea.
Does it involve mobbing?
Oh, it involves following another ship to Monkey Island. See, Captain Madison is just east of us right now. They're brewing the potion to go to Monkey Island.
So
I'm gonna help them finish it, and then we follow them. All I need to do is get them a skull somehow. Make ready to sail.
No.
We don't even want to go to Monkey Island.
Gullet gave us a perfect excuse to skip it, and now you're about to screw it up.
let's lock him in the hold.
Whoa, hang on. I'm a little surprised to hear this.
You shouldn't be. But so far, you haven't struck me as the brightest candle in the box.
There's nothing on that island except for the secret.
The secret doesn't split 6 ways.
7.
LeChuck only wants it because of his obsession with that stale glass of milk Guybrush Threepwood.
I think you're making a mistake.
Let's put it to a vote.
Voting is supposed to be at 1 bell. Fair enough.
The matter before the crew is the question of whether we should go to Monkey Island. I vote nay.
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 Aye.
The vote to go has to be unanimous. It isn't. Meeting adjourned.
What's unanimous?
It means I had to convince each and every member of the crew to change their vote.
Wow.
Gullet!
You!
I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
It'll take more than a bath to get rid of old Gullet. Now pull me out of here before I hang you by your own intestines, Swabby.
Well, it's actually first swab now.
What is?
Me. LeChuck gave me your job.
You? Not likely.
I do prefer a management role. Less scrounging, more lounging.
I'm gonna give your pancreas to my rat for a pillow.
You might want to take a friendlier tone.
This is my friendly tone, you blabbering pile of excrement.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less. How about you?
Well, technically, I don't have to breathe at all, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, but it feels like drowning the whole time. So get me out of here right now, you colossal git.
I'm the only one who knows you're down here.
Not true. I know I'm down here, don't I?
Well, I guess you've got me there.
Ha!
If I leave you here, do you think you can free yourself?
Of course not. You think I haven't tried that already? It's a matter of leverage. As in, I'm gonna get a lever and smack you in the head with it if you don't get me out of here right now.
Once we set sail, you'll probably be crushed into paste by the rudder.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, in case you're worried about being stuck for a long time.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat both your legs, throw them up, and then eat them all over again.
It would be smart of me not to give you the opportunity then.
You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
You, Swabby, come over here. Ye be new to my ship. I like to meet each of my crew. What's your name, Swabby?
Mike.
Look, I'm just going to call you Swabby. It's not good for the chain of command if we get too friendly. Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby. That be the one true map to the secret of Monkey Island, procured by me at great expense and no small amount of trouble. So, I'll not have you touching it, even with your eyeballs. Leastwise, not while they still reside in your skull.
Why exactly are you trying to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret of Monkey Island has tormented many a pirate. Some believe it doesn't exist, that it's just a myth or a joke concocted by a fool. None has been more obsessed over it than that idiot Guybrush. Me? I think it holds a mystical power to be harnessed for evil. And as an added bonus, it will drive Threepweed over the edge of madness.
Threepwood. Wood, with 2 O's.
What was your name again?
Swabby, with 2 B's. Mind if I take a look at that map you were waving around earlier?
Don't touch the map.
I may have figured out a way to get to Monkey Island. I spotted another ship making a potion, and we can just follow them.
What does that nameplate say? The one there, on my desk.
It says LeChuck.
And LeChuck is a leader, not a follower. One more thing, Swabby. Now that you be first swab, you'll be needing to fill out the Swabby report. Take this report, fill it out, and give it to Iron Rose for her initials. Some say it's grog that keeps a pirate ship running. It's not. It's paperwork. That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Eyes front, you disgusting heaps of festering scum. Earlier today, in fact not even an hour ago, I clearly heard someone on this deck mention Guybrush Threepwood. Out loud! If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 flay you on alive, blah, blah. Blah, blah, keel hole, blah, blah, walk the plank, blah.
A map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need a unanimous vote from the crew. No problem.
In conclusion, shape up or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
Do you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing leader.
You can hang on to that if you like.
No, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow LeChuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you. I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? These things are dangerous.
Flair?
What do you want?
Can we talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island?
No.
Oh, come on. There must be something I can do for you. Something you want?
Nothing you can give me.
Try me.
Okay, fine. Earlier today, I lost my grandmother's whale knife It was a gorgeous heirloom. I treasured it. And now it's gone. Bring me the knife, and I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Great. Can you tell me where and when you last saw it?
It was sticking out of Gullet's back, right after I stabbed him with it. Probably still there.
I have your knife.
My grandmother's knife. Thanks, Swabby. I have no idea how you pulled that off, but I guess a deal's a deal. I'll vote for your stupid plan.
So, Putra.
Chef? Putra? Please call me Chef. Everybody does.
They do?
No, never. But they should.
I'd like to try to sway you on the Monkey Island vote.
Save your breath. I'm unswayable. There's only one opinion I value, and that's Iron Rose's. She's the smartest one on the ship.
Second smartest.
Now that you mention it, I'm remembering that I said just last week that I'd always vote with Rose. So I'm gonna do that on this too. Whatever way Rose votes, that's how I'll vote. Thanks for reminding me.
Great. How come people don't call you Chef?
Because they're a bunch of pedestrian clods who wouldn't know a great meal if it hit them in the mouth. Which, by the way, it often does, if you cook it right.
Or wrong.
But mainly it's because technically I am a cook, not a chef. It's a job title.
Well, have you tried to get a promotion?
Only about a dozen times. I keep the written request handy, complete with case studies and cost-benefit analysis. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. But LeChuck refuses to sign it.
Management.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska?
Of course I can make scorched Alaska, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Scorched Alaska is the kind of thing that requires a skilled chef. Apparently, I'm still only a cook.
I see. What exactly is a scorched Alaska?
Imagine a dessert shaped like a huge legless jellyfish with a texture like ice cream wrapped in packing foam, and it sets your face on fire when you eat it.
Appetizing.
Not really.
Did you know Gullet well?
Sure. He and I were the only zombies in the crew until you came along.
Sometimes I forget I'm a zombie.
I don't. Every time I try to get a decent cooking job at a restaurant or some swanky manor house, they say I'm too green, and they play it off like they're talking about experience level, but I know what they mean. Zombies need not apply. We don't want them rotting near the food. You must have experiences like that.
They think all we want to do is eat brains.
Which, to be honest, I do want. But not constantly. That's a terrible stereotype.
How did you become a zombie?
Oh, the usual way. I was at the Culinary Academy at the time. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction to some strawberries. How about you?
Me? Another zombie bit me while trying to eat my brain, of course.
A bite? That old wives' tale. If you didn't want to tell me, you should have just said so.
What was Gullet like?
Well, you'll have noticed he was a bit of a bully.
Not at all.
He didn't have much power or control in his life, and he was insecure about that. So he compensated by being domineering, vicious, and cruel whenever he had the opportunity.
You don't say.
But he had his good side. He wrote poetry. Nobody else knows that. He kept it a secret. He was always afraid someone would steal his ideas. Not that anyone would have. His poems were total garbage.
Why don't I see if I can make some headway with your promotion? I think LeChuck likes me.
Sure, knock yourself out. If nothing else, we'll all get some entertainment out of it.
What? What do you want, Swabby?
Just spitballing here, but Putra really deserves a promotion. She makes a mean eyeball soup. And when I say mean, I do mean that quite literally.
Did she put you up to this? Putra has been trying to wrangle a promotion out of me for years. Go tell Putra her plan failed, and to make sure she's at the keel hauling at 4.
Disgraceful. That's it. I've completed my report. I should show it to Iron Rose. Could you initial this report, please?
Huh. Yes. Very thorough.
See? I am good at my job.
I wouldn't go that far. Here. I've got a bunch of other reports ready for the captain's signature. Why don't you take him the whole stack?
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet.
Good news, Chef Putra. You're officially promoted.
I'm a chef! Chef Putra! Thanks, Swabby. You're amazing. I owe you one.
So, Chef, now that you're a chef, would you make me a scorched Alaska?
Of course. I have to warn you, though, it's not going to be very spicy. It'll be fine. You wouldn't like the full-strength version anyway. Some chefs these days use dandruff out of a can, but I would never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska, extra mild.
Thanks. I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Scorched Alaska. Sweet poisonous shades of my shady and poisonous childhood. It seals me inside like a lost love. A masterpiece. Hey, there's some missing.
Well...
Much respect, Swabby. I am in your debt. I hate being in debt, so... let's just say I'll vote your way next time we talk about that plan of yours. The one with the monkeys.
You're not reading this. Can I borrow it?
Sure. I'll let you have it for the rest of the day.
Thanks. Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Hey, this looks promising. Thanks. I owe you one.
Can I count on your vote to go to Monkey Island?
Sure, no problem.
I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Almost. It was time to send Murray back to Madison. She's underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone.
Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Threepwood!
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
You're as rusty as that butter knife you call a sword.
We're both still sharper than you.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all bluster and no luster.
Well, you're all custard. Blast.
Hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Hey, I know that one.
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
That's what I thought, too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
Too late to start doing your job now, Swabby!
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Hi, Threepwood.
Good thing I can still hold my breath for 10 minutes. More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out. At last! Hello, Monkey Island. It's me, Guybrush. Did you miss me? Your secret will be mine. 10 minutes, tops. I just need to take a look at the map I stole from LeChuck. It says the Sea Monkey. Hey, this is my old ship from Monkey Island 1. Wow! The Sea Monkey brought me adventure and fame. Oh, I feel like this is a good omen. Either that or this forgotten wreck of a ship discarded on the beach is highly symbolic. What an amazing stroke of luck. A free shovel to dig up the secret with. Whoa!
That's not LeChuck.
You must be the smart one.
This clown won't know LeChuck's secrets. But I guess we could torture him anyway.
Wait, I know plenty of LeChuck's secrets.
Do you know LeChuck's theme song, his catchphrase, or his favorite food?
How about his lookout's favorite food? I know that one. All too well.
Not helpful.
This is going nowhere.
We wouldn't even be in this bind if you'd let me kill him on melee.
Don't start with me, Lila. Remember, it was me that intercepted the real map on its way to LeChuck in the first place.
That's a blank piece of paper.
It's encrypted.
I can reveal it with a dark magic spell, but I have to have LeChuck's personal information to break the security. As part of the spell, we have to play his music, say his catchphrase, and eat his favorite food.
You could just ask him?
LeChuck is too powerful to face directly. This trap was supposed to catch him off guard so we could get the information out of him.
And now we're out of root beer.
I swallowed a lot. Maybe wait a half hour?
Or I poke a hole in you and it squirts out right away.
We could search his ship for information while he's gone?
We thought of that, but the ship's enchanted to be unboardable.
Only LeChuck and his crew can get on it.
Well, not sure I was ever technically fired. I mean, I did wind up at the bottom of the ocean, but no one ever said the words, "You're fired."
You can get on the ship?
Probably. I mean, definitely. Yes.
Fine. Here's the deal. You find out what we need to know. We decode the map and we split the secret 4 ways. That's the only offer and I won't make it again. In or out.
I accept.
No way! You teamed up with Captain Madison?
Well, they were planning to double-cross me, of course. My only option was to do it first. Double-cross them before they could double-cross me. Triple-cross.
Dad.
I'd get them what they needed to work the spell on the map, and then I'd find a way to steal it.
Cool!
Remember, it's his theme music, catchphrase, and favorite food.
We're camped at the big monkey head if you need anything.
Actually, there is one thing.
You!
Hi.
You're not welcome on this ship, Threepwood.
Drowning down with just me thoughts.
Hello again.
Again? I don't know you. I'd remember an ugly mug like yours.
My mistake. See you later.
Oh, wait. Hold me joking. Hang about. Maybe you can give me a hand. I'm a bit stuck.
Did I see you stuff a notebook into your shirt?
There's nothing you need to know about. Go away.
What's in the notebook? Is it a diary?
Look, it's poems, all right? Zombie pirate poems, but they're not finished. I've got some problems to work out with them still.
Maybe I could help you with your poetry? I've dangled a metaphor or two in my day.
Well, I am stuck in a few places. For instance, what rhymes with worms?
Squirms.
Oh yeah, that could work. All right then. I also need an idea for something that grows.
Roses.
I think that fits. How about a rhyme for black?
Yak.
Right, of course, very nice. Thanks a lot. I was a bit underwater there, but I think at least I can call the first volume wrapped up now.
Did I mention I have a friend who edits a paper? He might be interested in your poetry.
That'd be fantastic. But I'm a little inconvenienced at the moment, stuck on the rudder and all that. Maybe you could show my work to your editor friend?
I'd be happy to do that.
Let's just keep this a secret between us, if you don't mind. Mum's the word until they're announced.
We're ready on our end. Have you learned LeChuck's secrets yet?
I ran into some trouble boarding the ship.
Is it the enchantment keeping you off?
Good news. We get to kill him after all.
No, that's not it. I lost my eye patch disguise, so the crew knows it's me, and they won't let me back on.
You need to look like one of them. I know a good spell that can do that. I'll need a secret to build it on. Get me a physical object from one of the crew. Something they would keep hidden from the others.
Oh, I already found a secret thing from one of the crew. Gullet was keeping this under wraps. Can you use it to make a disguise?
Slimy worms that wryly squirm. I can see why someone would want to keep this a secret. It's dribble. It's perfect! Qui doloram ipsum, quia dolor citamet.
Ooh.
Nisi ut aliquid vexia comedo consequat. Exceptor sin docecat cupiditat non proident. Use the first poem to activate the disguise, and the last one to be yourself again.
Fantastic! Thanks.
Keep us looped in on your progress.
Yep, will do.
Threepwood, I might have known you'd be wrapped up in this. It's just your kind of swamp.
Yours too, it seems.
I do like the moral black areas.
How was your trip to Monkey Island?
Damp. People kept dropping me into cauldrons of glop for some reason. But I'll have my revenge on all of them. Especially that withered zombie man on LeChuck's crew.
Are you getting a cut of the secret too?
They've promised me your skeleton. Minus the head, of course.
How is it that you're not flat anymore?
What the? How did you know about that? Who've you been talking to? I've got my eye on you, Threepwood. So to speak.
This can't be right.
Isn't that a mop tree? I didn't realize you were on a mop quest.
Not since my college days. And then I was just experimenting. That's not important right now. Someone messed up, and I think I know who.
Slimy worms that wryly squirm. Permission to come aboard?
Gullet. I thought we'd lost you.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Am I that obvious? Note to self, practice people skills. Your voice sounds funny.
Still a few quarts of seawater in the lungs, I guess.
I guess. Anyway, welcome back to the ship. Do me a favor and guard this spot until LeChuck and I and Rose get back. I've almost finished the piece I was working on, and I want to get back to it.
I promise I'll give it my utmost attention. I won't let you down. What?
Nothing. You just seem different. Don't let anybody on board or I'll stab you again.
Gullet, you tough old slab of crocodile meat! Somehow I knew you'd make it back. Can I fix you something to eat?
I'll have whatever LeChuck's having.
LeChuck's on the island, looking for the big secret.
You cook for LeChuck. Does he have a favorite dish?
Don't tease me by trying to take an interest. You've never had the slightest appreciation for my talents. You think I just sling hash?
You're the best chef I've ever known.
Chef? You called me chef? In all the years you've known me, you've never done that before. I don't know what happened while you were overboard, but I like this change in you. What was it you wanted to know about?
LeChuck's favorite food.
Well, that's easy. Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Yuck!
Don't blame me. It's not my favorite food.
Are we almost to the part about the triple cross?
Almost.
Tentacles with daisy sauce.
Ah, a classic. Thanks, Chef.
You're welcome.
Can you make me some tentacles with daisy sauce?
Sorry, I'm all out of the main ingredient.
Could you make tentacles with daisy sauce with this?
That's a nice one. Have it for you in a jiff. Bon appetit.
That's it?
Sometimes simple is best.
Pray. Yo ho 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 ho.
That's promising. Next step. Madison, let's have the map. Quis nostra fugiat, nulla tempor. Labores nisi ex comedo consequat. Quick, say LeChuck's catchphrase.
Plunder the quivering bilges.
Quis autem vel veleptate velit. Now, eat LeChuck's favorite food.
Oof. Okay.
Wow! Look! There are lines on it.
It's working.
Wow, this dark magic stuff gets kind of intense. Anybody see where the map got to?
Not your concern.
Thanks for your help. Time to go.
Wait.
Any last words before we drop you off the cliff and retrieve the secret for ourselves?
Look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
You can't fool us. There aren't any monkeys here. This is Monkey Island.
Oh.
And now good riddance to Murray, the annoying demonic skull.
Wait, I have a family.
Good. Trent, let's have a look at the map again.
Odd. It was just in my pocket.
Never mind. I remember what was on it. Let's go get the secret.
It came from over here somewhere. What the? Threepwood? So, you survived walking the plank only to stumble off a cliff. I always knew you were a buffoon, but this really takes the prize. Speaking of taking the prize, as you lie here, slowly dying, feel free to torment yourself with the knowledge that I will shortly have the secret. And then the fairy lane as well. I didn't quite catch that, but no matter. Your last words will be forgotten, along with you. Soon, not even the stench of your passing will remain, as the world moves impeccably onward.
Captain LeChuck, it's Captain Madison, sir. She and the others have just set sail. They're leaving the island.
Leaving? They must know where the secret is. If we hurry, we can catch them at sea and persuade them to share.
I think my pancreas is broken. Possibly also my spleen and my gallbladder. Whatever that is.
Hello? Is someone here? Guybrush! Oh no. Are you okay?
It only hurts when I breathe.
Still, best to keep that up, I think.
If I have to. What are you doing here? Did you come to rescue me? How did you even get to Monkey Island? I guess you made the potion?
You used a potion to get here. It's so cute. But let's not get sidetracked. You've fallen off a cliff.
I can't compete with LeChuck or Madison, let alone both. They've got crews. They've got ships. They've got supernatural magic powers. I've got some crackers and 2 monocles.
And your charming personality.
Might as well just lie here and starve to death.
I've got a better idea. Come back with me to Scurvy Island. I'll take a break from the Scurvy Project to nurse you back to health.
Yeah, why not? I'll never get the secret now that the map is gone.
Tell me what you think, huh?
Hello?
Murray, is that the map to the secret?
That melonhead put me in his pocket with it. I grabbed it for leverage.
Holy cow! The secret is at the voodoo shop on Melee Island! Change of plan, Elaine. We're going back to Melee.
We are? What about all the things you just said?
I must have hit my head. Where's your ship?
It's actually your ship. Your old ship. I mean, the Sea Monkey is wrecked on a beach just east of here.
I know, I saw it.
I got dropped off here so I could fix it up as a surprise for your birthday.
What a great present. You always amaze me. I had no idea you knew ship repair.
I don't know any more than you do, but I brought a manual. Why don't we fix it together?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Race you to the ship.
Come on, Murray. You got our work cut out for us.
I don't relish the idea of being with you, but I guess it beats spending the next 100 years on this stump. Maybe. Wait, not the pocket.
Slowpoke.
You had a head start.
Well, we did what we could with the materials at hand.
I love it. It oozes nostalgia.
Among other things, you steer, I'll bail.
I would expect Madison or LeChuck's ship to be here by now.
Oh my goodness, look at the damage! I've got to go and talk to Carla about organizing earthquake relief.
You're not coming to the voodoo shop?
Well, of course I want to, but this is a crisis. There'll be other damage. I have to help. Well, I'll want to hear all about it later.
Right. See you soon. Did you feel the earthquake?
I was too busy running for my life.
You saved the cookbook.
Yes, I saved the cookbook. The ceiling was collapsing, the building was on fire, people running everywhere, and I saved the cookbook.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it. With my bar gone and no hope to repair it, this is all I have left.
The secret will be ours.
I've been searching for the secret since before you were born.
That's exactly my point. Finding the secret is a young pirate's game.
Years of experience and me relentless drive will ensure the secret be mine.
Only if you don't have a heart attack first. Last chance to give it up. Then we obliterate you.
Get off my ocean!
I'm impressed by your crosswind ramming technique. I'll have to add that to my book.
My crew is quite skilled when given the right motivation.
I am still worried about Threepwood. He shows up in the most unexpected ways.
We don't have to worry about Threepwood anymore. I left him broken and near death at the bottom of a cliff. His eye was pussing up and bone was protruding from his leg. Animals have probably already scattered his limbs from one end of the island to the other.
So it's agreed. We stop fighting each other and we join forces to find the secret.
Agreed. No funny stuff. We split the secret. Teammates.
Am I too late? Was LeChuck here? Did Madison come? Did they get it? Where's the secret? You've had it all this time.
I possess little and much. To what are you referring?
Don't play dumb with me, Karina. I have the map. The secret of Monkey Island is here.
What is it you wish to know?
Can't you read my mind?
No need. I can read your face well enough. The secret is where you suspect it is. Inside the large safe near the front door.
Where are the keys to the safe? I'd like to get it open as soon as possible.
I am prevented from helping you with the keys. But there is one close by who knows much.
How do I find him?
Her. And she will find you.
How do you know that?
She is outside the shop.
Why did you take the secret? Doesn't it belong on Monkey Island?
I have taken nothing. The safe came to me as you see it and belongs to someone else. I accepted a fee and cast a spell upon it to prevent it being moved. That is all.
Who owns the safe?
Alas, there are forces which prevent me from revealing the true owner. A contract signed in blood with gruesome punishments for disclosure.
Some kind of a voodoo thing?
No.
How could you keep this a secret from me? You knew I was looking for it.
It is not a secret from you, Guybrush Threepwood. It is a secret. Full stop. I am bound by an agreement.
Have LeChuck or Captain Madison been here?
No.
That's weird. They were way ahead of me.
Sometimes it's better to have two enemies than one. But you should not waste time.
What happened to your cauldron?
I sold it to a soup shop on another island. They didn't mind the magic spell residue.
Ah!
You found the secret. You are a spark among fallen leaves.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
Hold on to that feeling. I am Whiteling Bones. Whitey. Like you, the hunt for the secret consumes me. Like you, I know where the secret lies, but lack the means to open the safe. You must have many questions.
How do I open the safe?
5 locks, 5 keys. Golden keys. Hidden long ago.
Where can I find the golden keys?
Most are found already. Got one myself. Old Mrs. Smith had one before she died, and Bella Fisher, too. Also, I heard one was found on Bermuda.
That's only 4.
One more was supposed to be hidden on Terror Island. That one has never been found.
Hang on, I'm writing all this down on my to-do list. This doesn't sound so hard.
A lot of people don't come back from Terror Island. Also, Bella Fisher sank out at sea and nobody knows where. Took her key with her.
Oh, can I borrow the key you have, just to try it out?
Not so fast, bright boy. Whitey Bones is not such an easy mark. You prove yourself. Get some skin in the game. Find me when you've got more keys than I do, and maybe I'd talk partnership.
Why is the secret in the safe instead of on Monkey Island? Do you know?
Secret's always been in the safe.
Uh-huh. How come I never heard about any of this before? I'm kind of a Secret of Monkey Island buff. You'd think I'd know about it.
The clues were buried deep and clever. Only a few ever puzzled them out, and we keep ourselves to
to ourselves.
This all seems needlessly complicated.
Life is like that sometimes. Let's just enjoy the ride.
See you around, Whitey. I've got keys to track down.
Okay, bright boy. But you watch your step. There is a curse. The keys are protected by a terrible curse. Beware.
Whoa! A curse? Really?
No. I mean, yes, she did say that, but she was just being dramatic. Whitey likes to make a big exit. Well, one thing's for sure. I don't know how to get to either of those islands she mentioned. I'd better get a good sea map right away. Hey, Wally, have you got a sea map of the local area? Can you jot down the locations of Terror Island and Bermuda?
No problem. I'll also add a few extras. The ship tracking feature is going to blow your mind. It's a little trick, I know. You need to be able to go the extra mile if you want to make it in the big time, like me. Be careful. The last pirates I made a map to Terror Island for were never seen again. And Bermuda can chill you to the bone. Not many pirates want to head up there. Oh, and when you get to Scurvy Island, say hi to Elaine for me.
Thanks, Wally. And sorry about blowing you up that one time. What was the deal with all the crazy maps on Monkey Island?
I made the map to the secret, and a darn good one, I might add. But what other people do with it after purchase is not my legal responsibility.
Why didn't you tell me the map said the secret was right across the street? That would have saved me a lot of time.
Sorry, but I was all NDA'd up on that one.
Busy?
Yep.
Welcome to the God's Wallop.
Thanks.
We feature the freshest fish on the block, and the freshest company as well.
Whether you're here to buy or just pass the time, we don't mind. Though, of course, we do prefer it if you make a purchase.
Didn't you guys used to be the pirate leaders? It's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, I thought when we spotted him skulking around town that he looked passing familiar.
How come you retired from pirate leadering?
Well, now, sometimes retirement is not so much a choice as a thing that settles upon you.
Like being becalmed at sea.
But it's allowed us to open this place and pursue our passion for fishing. So perhaps less like a calm and more like a strong wind blowing in a particular direction. Have a look around, why don't you?
You guys fish. Have you ever heard of someone called Bella Fisher?
Bella Fisher. Aye, she could spin a yarn from Port Royal to Trinidad and back again.
And a consummate angler she was.
What?
Good at fishing.
She had a secret fishing spot, she did. More bounteous than the whole rest of the sea together.
She probably rests there now, being as she did disappear on a fishing trip.
No one knows the location, though 'tis rumored that she left clues as to its whereabouts.
Did Bella Fisher ever show you a big fancy key?
Not to my memory.
No, I don't think so.
Just thought I'd check. I'm hunting for the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret?
What a prize!
I know!
They say the pirate what holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
In the old days, we might have gone after it ourselves.
But we've got new fish to fry, so to speak.
What's that flag with all the holes in it?
Quite proud of that. We caught it up in a fishing net one day. 'Tis one of the signature flags of Bella Fisher herself.
Bella Fisher? That was Bella Fisher's flag?
That's what I said, yes.
Is the flag for sale?
Bite your tongue. That's property of the chums.
With the who?
No one.
It's too late. The bait's out of the bag. We might as well tell him. The Chums is by way of being a semi-secret society of anglers.
Mostly we tell stories.
Aye, stories about fish.
Can I join the Chums?
Well...
Please?
Have you got any good fish stories?
Yeah. One time, I was swallowed by a manatee.
No one knows what a manatee is. Trust me, make it a whale. It'll be better.
Okay.
Take this fishing lure. Other chums will have these too, on their clothes or displayed somewhere. Go out and find them. Show them your lure and tell them your story. They'll give you advice. Learn all you can. Then come back here and tell us your story again.
You could start with that young pirate that hangs around at the scum bar.
Don't tell him where to start. He's supposed to look for the lures.
Hey, Guybrush!
Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time. Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing! I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice. Are you worried the rest of the building will cave in?
Yes! You think you could spring me again?
Ugh, I doubt it. It looks like something happened to the serial number on this lock. Let's visit again soon.
Have your people call my people.
Hi there.
Hiya. Would your mother perhaps have been known as Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an Old Mrs. Smith.
Well, I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did. Mainly when she was older.
Did your mother find any of those golden keys she was looking for?
One. She left it to me in her will.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle. Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
But then what?
And then we escaped. Through the digestive system. Ship and all.
I think you've got a lock on it. I can tell it's early in your training. Find some other members of the chums, and they'll help you hone your skills.
Okay. I see you've made some improvements.
Yeah! The museum is now the proud owner of one of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. There are only 3 known to exist. It's a real score. Incredibly valuable.
Wow. Sure hope nobody steals that.
I've doubled my security. You can't be too careful. Hey, have you found the secret of Monkey Island yet?
I'm close.
Well, keep me posted. I'd love to have it for the museum.
You'll be the first to know. Your pirate flag doesn't look quite right. Is it a replica?
You have a good eye. You should curate a museum. The real one is too valuable to keep out here. I've got it locked in the storeroom. There's already been an attempted theft. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Gotta get these edges. Mom would be proud. Crisp?
I'll just leave the replica flag in its place. Maybe he won't notice the real flag is missing.
They were all in on it, but Threepwood was the ringleader. First, he's banging me and the other skulls around with a femur, forcing us to sing musical notes against our will. Then he's shouting nonsense like a drunk parrot, and he takes a bite out of a squid's arm. Right after that, that's when the earthquake started.
Still, it could be a coincidence.
You find a shark in your swimming pool, that's not a coincidence.
You're right. It won't budge.
It's strong magic.
I can still get it open with a spell, but I need a good power spot.
It beats trying to find the keys. We don't even know where to start. It could take forever. Only a fool would do that.
I know an excellent place for power spells, but it's not on this island.
No problem. We can craft it there and then come back here.
We'll take my ship.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the safe.
And steal the secret yourself? I don't think so.
Stop it. Clearly, no one trusts anyone to stay behind. We'll all go together.
What if someone else finds out the thing is here?
The only map is lost somewhere on Monkey Island. Probably eaten by a wild boar by now.
The map maker knows it's here. I've got a bone to pick with him anyway. I'm thinking maybe one of the large ones in the leg.
Ah, Scurvy Island. This is where Elaine's been growing all the limes for the Marley Foundation's Scurvy project. She's probably back here by now. I can't wait to see her. Hi.
Hi.
I was hoping I'd run into you again.
I was hoping that too. What happened at the voodoo shop? Did you get the secret?
Not yet, but I'm closer than ever. I just have to gather a few golden keys together and I'm good to go.
That sounds promising. What about LeChuck and Captain Madison?
They weren't there, oddly enough.
Well, be careful.
How's your project going?
The project has hit a snag. We have plenty of limes, as you can see, but people are refusing to take them. They say they don't like the taste and they don't believe they'll help with scurvy. As an elected official, I could have issued an edict, but as a private citizen, I have to convince people. I tried this flyer.
Yeah, I've read part of this.
I know it's terribly dry, but the facts are there.
I'll go find a marketing expert now.
I'll be right here when you get back.
Love you.
You too.
Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm an ice retailer, investigating supply possibilities.
You'd have to take that up with the head office, which is not inside the quarry. The only people allowed inside are the prisoners. And also, I suppose, people visiting the prisoners, but no one ever does that.
I'd like to visit a prisoner, please.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him. But I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
What do you think of this picture of me and my extremely dear friend Stan together? We had it painted at our local Muskrat Club meeting.
You look real close. All right, you can go in and see him, but no escapes.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You don't want to be right there when I open the gate. Go stand next to his stump. All clear.
Hey, Stan.
Hi there, son. Nice to see you. What are you in for?
Piracy.
You got a raw deal, son. Everybody does that. It's barely even a crime. But technically it is, and since you're here, I've got an idea to share with you. I want you to consider these two words. Ice. Sculpture. Separately, they're exciting.
Could be Dan. I don't think so.
Don't wait too long. They're selling like hotcakes.
Did you know there's an escape tunnel over there?
Oh no, son, I can't escape. Wouldn't be wise. I'm only in for a month after all. Got a copy of the judge's order right here. Yeah, I sure did get off light. Lucky for me, they never caught on to my pyramid scheme, or I'd probably be doing 10 years.
Tell me more about that pyramid scheme you mentioned.
Honestly, I don't know why the law makes such a big deal about it. It's just creative money management. Easy if you know what to do with the figures. I've got this accountant, Ned Filigree. He's a genius with that stuff. If they ever saw his records, well, let's just say the first thing I'm doing when I get out is go burn all that paperwork.
Elaine and I could use some marketing advice. The Marley Foundation is trying to combat scurvy by distributing limes, but no one's willing to take them.
I feel your pain, son. I had a similar problem selling life preservers in the farming community. Sometimes people don't know what they want even when they want it. You got any promotional materials?
Elaine made this pamphlet.
I see the problem. It's wrong from top to bottom. You couldn't sell water to fish with this blather.
It's a little dry.
Well, it's got facts in it. Worse than that, scientific facts. I'll need to meet with her to iron this out.
Can't you just tell me what to do and I'll tell her?
No, that won't do. Things get lost in translation. A whinny isn't a whinny if it doesn't come out of a horse's mouth. No shade on you, son, but you're not a pro. You wouldn't be able to convey the nuance that's needed here. She and I have got to have a meeting of the minds, and minds have got to meet face to face.
I'll let her know. Nice view. Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
Your Majesty?
No need to be so formal. This is Bermuda. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
Elaine?
You sound uncertain. How many wives have you got?
Just the one I'm aware of.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Is that one of the golden keys on your head?
Welded to my crown. That's correct. The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Bermuda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Perhaps I would be able to help safeguard that valuable item.
I think it's perfectly safe with me. And with the armed guards standing at the foot of the stairs blocking your exit. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen? Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Bermuda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Bermuda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
Can you give me more details on the contests to become queen?
The contest of heartiness is an eating contest. Raw fish. Call it sushi if it helps you sleep better. The contest of seriousness is one where you must keep a straight face. Whoever laughs first loses, which I never do. The contest of intelligence is an algebra test. 20-second time limit, best answer wins. And yes, I do always have the best answer. You sound like you're serious about this.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share? And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
The pirate hunter Morgan Le Fay had my first mate at sword point. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. A guy already inside thought I wanted to steal his girlfriend. Morgan Le Fay and I said we were married, so I'd seem unavailable. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was a whopper of a story.
You've clearly learned all there is to learn. I hereby declare you to be a chum Grand Master. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. That's a great honor. Is it all right if I take this flag with me?
That would be within your rights as a well-respected chum of the highest order.
Seriously?
Be sure to treat it nice. It doesn't need more holes than it's got already.
Stay back! I can see you! How did you find me?
I just sailed up and here you were.
Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Are you alone?
Do obnoxious talking skulls count?
No.
Then yes, I'm alone.
I heard that.
I'm Ned Filigree, accountant. I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I'm in hiding.
Who is it you're afraid of?
Well, have you heard of Stan S. Stanman?
The name sounds familiar.
Thank goodness they locked him away on Bermuda. He'll be chipping ice in the quarry for a long, long time. I can't help but be nervous, but actually, I guess I've got decades before I really have to worry about it.
How come you're afraid of Stan? He's always struck me as pretty harmless, except economically.
Sure, but you never can tell what someone like Stan will do. He's got no moral center.
There's that term again.
Like I said, I'm glad he's safely stuck in the Bermuda quarry for a good long time.
You wouldn't happen to have any business records pertaining to one Stan S. Stanman, would you?
What? Who told you that? I can't confirm that. I will neither confirm nor deny possession of any incriminating... I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Stan is serving a lengthy sentence. There's no need for any more evidence against him. Simply no need.
I'm gonna explore the island a little bit.
Holler if you find anything interesting.
That's a mighty fine-looking chest you have there. What's in it?
Everything I own. The fruits of a man's life. The yardstick by which I'll be measured when I'm gone. It's mainly paperwork.
I think you might be interested in this judicial order in the case against Stan S. Stanman.
Ah! What's this? Only a month? Oh no! Take these records! Get them to the courthouse on Bermuda! They'll know what to do with them. It's very damaging stuff. Stan will get 10 years at a minimum. I'd take care of it myself, but I've got to pack for witness protection. Oh, goodness!
May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench.
Your Honor, may I inquire about the case of Everyone v. Stan?
Sales and marketing people like Stan are a blight on society, to be sure, but a month was all I could give him. The case lacked evidence. If there had been any legally binding evidence, I would have given him 10 years with no chance for parole.
He once sold me a leaky ship. Does that count?
The court rules not admissible, given the statute of limitations is up. Court is adjourned.
Your Honor, I submit this satchel bursting with incriminating financial documents as Exhibit A in Everyone v. Stan.
The evidence is so entered. The court requires that Ned Filigree swear an affidavit if said evidence is to be accepted.
This should clear up any issues about who I am.
Do you hereby swear under oath and penalty of incarceration that you are Ned Filigree and the documents you are submitting are true and legal?
Damn straight.
Order. Order in the court. There will be no more outbursts of profanity in this courtroom. In light of this new evidence, I hereby sentence Stan to 10 years of hard labor in the ice quarry with no chance of parole. Please retain this legally binding documents for your records.
It's the new judge's order, imprisoning Stan for another 10 years. Hey, Stan. I have some disturbing news about your sentence.
10 years? Oh no, I can do a month standing on my head, but not 10 years. You gotta get me out of here.
Consider it done.
Ah, freedom. Now let's get out of here before they come by to refrost the shackles.
Yes, I want to take you to talk to Elaine about the lines.
I'm so glad you could come, Mr. Stanman.
Always happy to help out a fellow entrepreneur in a non-competing industry. We'll start with branding. Lime is the residue in a bathtub. It's thin, it's unappealing. Saying it out loud sounds like whining. We need something with sizzle, with edge, like razor bombs or sour bombs or something.
I see what you mean. Guybrush, you were once a young man with adrenaline issues. What do you think?
Death gloves.
I like it, I like it. You've got a future, son. Your promo flyer has also got to go. Now let me just show you what I'm thinking. We want snake oil, crystal vibrations. The more miraculous and improbable it sounds, the better.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with lying.
Then we won't put it into words. We'll use a picture. Pictures don't lie, they imply. Guybrush, if death globes could do anything in the world for you, what would you want it to be?
Find the secret of Monkey Island.
Guybrush.
That's good, but I'm thinking more along the lines of a superpower.
Irresistible charm?
You've already got that.
Aww.
Everybody wants to be charming. That's perfect. Now, lastly, we need a call to action. Get cold, or go dark, or take that.
Those don't mean anything.
Don't need to. It's just a short, punchy slogan that sounds like you're supposed to do something right now.
Run the plank.
Faster than walking, more exciting. I like it. This is your new flyer. Show people this and they'll be begging for your product. Name your price, firstborn, anything.
Actually, we'll be giving them away. This is a public health initiative.
What? Well, now that's just crazy talk. You don't give away the prize bull just because people need bulls, if you follow me.
I'm definitely sensing some bull here, if you follow me.
Well, it's about time to close anyway. You can mail me my cut. I'm out of here. Don't follow me.
Your cut? Now, wait just a minute.
It's a very convincing piece of marketing. I'll just borrow this for a little while. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
I have some exciting scurvy news for you. Read this.
Death globes! A new amazing miracle fruit. Regrows hair, removes belly fat. Also cures scurvy. Fantastic! Have you got any of these miracle death globes?
Sure thing. Right here. These little green guys.
You're sure there's no science in them?
Check the flyer. You won't find a whiff of science.
We're saved! Run the plank and welcome aboard!
The holes of the 3 flags line up and show one exact location. I'll mark it with an X. That ought to give it some zip.
If you would each now select your first fish and place it on the plate in front of you. Please place your fish on the plate. Mr. Threepwood, we await your selection of fish. And now, let the eating commence!
Yuck! 2 bites? That's more than she ate, right? I can stop now?
Yes, you can stop if you like. Ladies and gentlemen, your new champion of hardiness with 2 bites to the Queen Swan is Mr. Threepwood!
One contest down, 2 to go.
You found it like this?
It was over 200 years old. It's the only one on the island. An irreplaceable natural resource. What are we supposed to do with it now? Make 2 things?
How many people besides yourself even know the location of this tree?
Not many at all. I did tell someone about it just recently, but...
But what? Who was it?
Well, coincidence.
Hey, Bob, would you like to read this book? It's about a voyage that never ends.
Sounds interesting. And long. Here's your joke book back.
If you will all come to order, the contest will begin. The first contestant to laugh is the loser.
What do you call a pirate with 12 swords? Whatever he wants you to.
It'll take more than that to crack me up. Why do demons have horns on their heads? Because they're too uncomfortable under the arms.
I've never heard that one before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Guybrush Threepwood.
Where did you get that book? I'm confiscating this.
Only one more contest to go.
It must have blown away. What am I going to do? I can't get Stan back here after that argument. If only I'd made copies right away. What was I thinking? Now I'm right back where I started.
Excuse me? Are we interrupting?
No. Sorry. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We'd like to purchase some death globes.
We're running low and we want to prevent hair loss and trim excess belly fat.
You... Wait a minute. Where did you hear that name?
We read a flyer.
We heard supplies were limited.
The flyer! That's my mock-up. My one-of-a-kind, impossible-to-replace project-saving flyer. Do you have it? Please tell me you have it.
Ah, sorry. It, fell into the sea.
Fell into? Like it wasn't your fault.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was yours.
Wait, I know. You could ask the nice blonde pirate for a flyer.
Blonde pirate?
He's the one who gave it to us. Oh, he sails around in the weirdest looking little ship.
I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
No copying.
Time's up. I'll take your papers. I am most surprised by this, but the evidence is clear. Mr. Threepwood is the winner.
But how is that possible?
Clean living, regular exercise, and a brain like a mountain.
Dense, motionless, and shaped by erosion. You can see the difficulty I'm having.
I can. Better luck next time.
Citizens of Bermuda, Mr. Guybrush Threepwood has somehow successfully bested our beloved Queen Odina at all three of our traditional challenges. We are gathered to complete an orderly and peaceful transfer of power.
Should I sit on the throne or something?
There are some customary vows.
Vows? Nobody mentioned any vowing.
Will you faithfully uphold the honor and dignity of Bermuda in your every thought and deed?
Honor and dignity?
The queenship is not an a la carte position.
Okay, sure.
And will you promise to enforce and obey the laws of Bermuda?
Can I ask about the obey part? I mean, if I'm queen...
The queen is also a citizen.
Fine, I'll do it.
Do you swear to defend and protect the people of Bermuda, sacrificing your own life or limbs if necessary?
This is starting to sound like a trap.
It's just standard contractual language.
Okay, I guess I'm in.
And will you gracefully accept all challenges to your hardiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence?
Is there a flex time option? I have other commitments.
You may sleep between the hours of 11 and 4.
How about if Odina stays queen and I just claim the crown?
The crown is the property of the queen.
Nice try.
Oh, all right.
Very well. Citizens of Bermuda, your new queen, Guybrush Threepwood.
Congratulations. If you want my advice,
give me the crown already.
I hope you like spending all your time doing the 3 challenges. Because that's basically what your job is now. I'm off to write my memoirs.
Oh, As your queen, I've decided to abolish the monarchy in favor of total anarchy. That's why I've symbolically destroyed the crown. Why don't you all take a key? You get a key. And you get one. And you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got places to be.
Threepwood? Alive? How is that possible?
Someone saw him talking to an old crone on Low Street. I confirmed it myself.
I'm more concerned about the crone than Threepwood. Who is she?
Just some old bag of bones. Don't worry about her. I took care of her.
Excellent.
She did have a key on her. A big, fancy gold one. Do you want it?
No. We don't need the keys. We have a better way. Just put it where Threepwood won't get it.
Like where?
I don't care. Use your imagination.
Yes, Captain.
Now, I have another task for you. You'll need to pick up a few things from our ship on the way.
That was refreshing. Hey, how about a burping contest?
Always! Winner keeps the blowfish. Aye, that was an absolute ripper. I hereby declare you the winner. The blowfish is yours.
Oh, what a great patch of ocean this is. So full of nothing.
I'm guessing my lamp won't be lit anymore after this. This is really deep. I've already been diving for 4 minutes. I've got to turn back now, or I won't be able to hold my breath long enough to return to the surface. My lungs are full of delicious air again. Looks like I've tracked you down. Really far down, actually. It's shiny. It's not my fault. They shouldn't have stuck the key in there so hard.
So, the Swabby says, the mop or the bucket?
There are so many other things I could be doing right now. Why is that spell taking so long?
Relax. Lila knows what she's doing. My mother always used to say, good pizza takes time.
That's idiotic.
Are ya insulting me or me mama?
Yes. Now this seems worthwhile.
Has Iron Rose been back to the ship?
She did come back for a bit, yeah. She was in a hurry, went below decks, then came right back up and left again.
Very interesting. This must be Whitey's stolen key. Okay, here goes.
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Ow!
Oh!
Ow!
Lucky thing you landed on my bed.
Herman Toothrot?
I think so. It's been a while.
How have you been?
Meh.
Have you been in this cave very long?
Well, not in geologic terms. As a percentage of the total number of years of existence of the cave itself, it would be a small number. On a human scale, however, yes! It all depends on your perspective.
I'm looking for a golden key.
Sounds like something I might have read in a book once. Are you a fictional character?
Not that I'm aware of. Are you freaked out by all the weird screaming in the caves?
Oh, that's me. Just a little light entertainment and well-being work. Primal screaming is very therapeutic. Try it.
Ah! Whew, you're right. Yeah, that feels good. Can I get you anything?
Out would be nice.
It's a golden key.
No touching.
That's a golden key.
Maybe It's mine.
You were hunting for the keys too. That's how you got stuck here.
Is it? I suppose that would make sense.
Let's make a deal for the key.
I'm pretty sure I wanted it for a reason, but a decade or so in a dark cave can do funny things to your memory. So, get me out of here, and then I'll let you have the key.
How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
If you let me have the key, then I'll get you out of the cave.
That sounds good. As long as it's escape first, key afterward.
It needs to be key first, then escape.
It needs to be escape first, then key.
Give me that key!
Ow!
Oops.
I'm eager to see how you're gonna get us out of here now.
XYZZY. Well, that wasn't so hard.
What happened to Mr. Toothrot?
When?
Did you get him out of the cave? How'd you do it?
That's not part of this story.
Oh, okay.
Did I ask you to give the prisoner a drink of water?
No, Captain, you did not. I was acting on my own initiative.
When I want initiative, I'll ask for it.
Of course, sir.
I need you to be a team player. And right now, the team is focused on one thing. The secret.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Out with it!
Well, it's just that some of the crew have been talking.
Tell me already!
The feeling is that the secret is not really a team goal. It's been suggested that you think that securing the secret will help you to win over Elaine Marley, which, well, frankly, sounds kind of deluded. It's not realistic, sir.
You are not to mention Elaine in my presence, and do not presume to know what I am thinking.
Sorry, Captain. This'll be the last time I bring it up.
Yes, it will be.
I submit these official-looking documents to the court, seeking a reprieve from destruction.
Order! Order in the court. Upon review of said order, the court finds that due to procedural backlog, the listed items have not been destroyed.
Except for the fancy box that Brad from accounting took.
The legality of the aforementioned document having been presented is verified. Presenting pleadant may therefore take possession of said items.
I have no idea what you just said, but thanks for the key.
Order! Order in the court! Outbursts of thanks will not be tolerated.
Threepwood has all the keys?
That's right, Captain. Just recovered the last one.
Prepare to set sail for Melee Island immediately.
What about my spell? It's almost ready.
I'm sure I'll find some use for it later. I'm afraid I can't say the same for you, however.
Aw, you're betraying me? I'm the one who does that. But I do respect talent in other people.
Wow. It's cheesier than I imagined, but still beautiful. Oh. Okay. I wasn't really thinking about the possibility of yet another lock. This seems like overkill. Well, there's no serial number. Maybe I can break it open. problem. The key is probably somewhere obvious.
Threepwood!
LeChuck, my old nemesis. Here we are again. Looks like this story ends the way it was always destined to end, with just you and me and the secret.
Not quite.
I don't suppose it'll do me any good to point out that you're cheating again?
I've underestimated your resourcefulness, Threepwood. But force always wins in the end. You should try it sometime.
Good luck opening that. It's well made. I tried everything I could think of for a whole minute, and I didn't make a dent in it.
Of course not. The secret can only be revealed in a ceremonial chamber located deep within the bowels of Monkey Island.
That would have been nice to know ahead of time.
It pleases me to have you live with the knowledge of how close you were to having this before I took it from you. So, I've decided not to kill you right this minute. Outside that door, the deal is off. Don't even think about following me, and count to 100 before you leave the building.
100.
Guybrush! Whiteybones said she saw you come in. Are you all right?
No. I mean, yes, I'm fine.
Do you want to talk about it?
LeChuck has the secret, and he's headed for the bowels of Monkey Island.
The caverns underneath the big monkey head?
There's no time to lose. Let's talk on the way. That did seem like a better way to get here than making the potion. I'll definitely have to take notes next time.
Yes, I just hope it turns out to be worth all the effort.
What effort? That was easy.
I'm not talking about the trip over. I mean all the work you've done leading up to it. Not to mention the trail of destruction you've left in your wake.
You know what they say about omelets and eggs.
Well, I haven't seen the omelette yet. Just a lot of eggs.
The omelet is the secret of Monkey Island. And I don't know that I'd say lots of eggs. A few eggs.
Odina told me an exciting story about what happened on Bermuda. Apparently, you managed to destroy a priceless traditional artifact and the government of an entire island in 5 minutes flat. That's quite impressive. Even for you.
It took way more than 5 minutes. I had to win a bunch of contests first.
Yes, Odina told me your joke. Uncomfortable under the arms. Quite funny. Odina also thinks you cheated on your algebra test and tried to poison her.
It wasn't poison. It was just hot pepper. She was fine an hour later.
I did have to convince her not to file suit. You owe me one.
I appreciate that. Incidentally, I think you might also be royalty now, since you're married to me.
I thought something felt different this morning. But I was talking about breaking eggs. Did you know the Museum of Pirate Lore has shut down?
You don't say.
2 of its prize exhibits went missing. Curiously, there was only one name in the guest book.
It was the only way to find the sunken ship. You'd have loved the ship, Elaine. It was gorgeous. It's sort of fallen apart now. But I didn't do that on purpose. The key was stuck.
Aha! I hadn't heard about that one. Herman Toothrot is also a little upset with you. He says you took his key and left him in a dark cave.
The magic sign only works with one person, and I didn't have any way to know that in advance.
Well, you'll be happy to know he made it out. I rescued him myself.
I am happy to know that. Thanks. Remind me why we're talking about all this?
It's just, I'm worried that the secret can't possibly measure up to the effort and anticipation. What exactly are you expecting to find?
Riches. Life-changing riches. Beyond all reason or comprehension.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Here we go. Just like old times. Are you ready for the caverns?
I remember them. Full of lava and tiny ledges.
It's a good thing you're wearing your adventure boots.
Hope you also brought your adventure sword.
Well, well. You go on ahead, sweetie. I'll catch up.
Hey, Wally. How's it hanging?
Seriously, that's the joke you were going to use right now?
I'm trying out some new material.
Don't quit your day job.
Wally, what happened?
As if you don't know.
How did you end up here? I saw your office had been ransacked.
LeChuck came into the shop storming mad because he thought I gave him a mop map instead of a map to the secret.
Yeah, real head scratcher how that happened. Thanks for the C-map. That was really great, and I owe you for all the work you did for free.
Glad you liked it.
That mop map you made for me was a winner.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did make you a mop map. Wait, it's all starting to make sense now. Why is it that every time our paths cross, good old Wally is kidnapped or tormented or worse?
The mysteries of how the universe works may never be known. I wish I could get you out of those shackles.
You and me both.
Yeah, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get the secret before LeChuck does.
Sure, run off. Wally will be fine.
Flambe, you're awake.
Not for long. I'm just here to tell you that you are making a mistake. LeChuck's obsession consumes him like a frog swallowing a tarantula. You don't want to be there when he opens that chest.
Correct. I want to be there before he opens it.
Ugh, you two deserve each other.
Yeah, that's right. Run! I can't really see down there too well. There's a lot of lava. Okay, here goes. LeChuck, I'm coming for you!
Damn you, Threepwood! I should have gotten rid of you the first 58 times I had the chance. You will never make it down here alive.
Just once, I want this to be easy. LeChuck, the secret is mine!
You really do suck at puzzles, don't you?
How are you still alive?
You will never have the secret.
I will soon have my revenge.
Then you will forever be cursed.
And you will never escape.
You will vanish with no tails.
No, I will return.
The secret is mine.
Third time be a charm, Threepweed.
Next time, I keep my voice down.
Wow.
Huh? What? I was just deep in the mushroom and lava-ridden caves under Monkey Island, and now I'm... Oh no. Not yet.
Glad you finally made it, kid.
What, Stan?
It's closing time and everyone wants to go home.
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
What do you mean it's closing time? I just got here.
Oh, I don't have time for this. I'm late for an important meeting. Take my keys and shut off all the lights before you leave. I'm not liable for anything that happens after closing time.
Guybrush, are you ready to go?
Last chance to hand over the key, locksmith.
Yeah, I should have suspected Stan's involvement the minute I saw how cheap and gaudy this is. Dagnabbit, it's locked. If only there was a key. That was disappointingly easy. I wonder what's going on. Interesting. I found the secret of Monkey Island, and all it was this stupid t-shirt. Dang, Stan makes LeChuck better every time.
The secret is mine.
Good thing LeChuck didn't find the secret first. I don't think it's his size. Each time I come here, Stan really ups the challenge. But it's still LeChuck 0, Guybrush Threepwood 6.
The secret is mine.
Not this time, my old nemesis. Nice twist adding in Madison, Trent, and Lila. The team-up had me fooled for a while.
The secret is mine.
Well, back to my boring flooring inspector job. Until next time. Elaine, thank goodness you're here.
Of course. Where else would I be?
I'm not sure where I am all of a sudden.
You're right here with me. But we shouldn't stick around too long.
I was just underground on Monkey Island, and now we're on Melee?
Things just go by in a blur sometimes when you're having fun, don't they?
I got the secret.
You finally did it. I hope it was worth it.
I'm gonna have to think about that. How'd it go with Flair?
Let's just say I made my point.
How did you get here before me?
You know I always try to stay a step ahead.
Have you done something new with your hair?
Got ruffled in the fight.
I like it. I'm ready to go.
Don't forget to shut off all the lights.
I'm ready to go.
Good. Me too.
Dad, that was a silly ending, and it didn't even make any sense. You're terrible at endings.
I thought you liked silly endings. You and Chucky play the ending of Monkey Island 2 really silly.
That's different. We're kids, and we're just goofing around. You're the one who said you can't just change things. You said that's not how storytelling works.
I did?
I want to know the secret. You have to tell me what you really found in the chest.
The chest was filled with gems, rubies, and gold. A prize fit for a king. Or a mighty pirate. I buried it on a small island and made a really cool-looking map to where it is.
I knew it! We're rich! Rich, rich, rich!
Are you filling our son's head with your outlandish stories again?
I was telling him the one about how we found the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that one. Every time you tell that story, the ending gets stranger and stranger. Let's go down to the docks and watch the galleon head out.
Yay!
I found the lost map to the treasure of Maya Island. It's going to be a fun adventure.
I'll meet you down there.